Hi Ray, we are here at 1237 Lindell, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,636 square feet, built in 1950. The list price is 1.05 million. So let's take a look. So right here in the front door, we have one combination room, so a living slash family slash dining room. So what this means when it has a little over 1,600 square feet is that the bedrooms will probably be a little bit larger. But it is nice and open here, just again from a living space standpoint. Most of the square footage is going to be in the rooms. So they do have this big countertop. This was most likely, you can see up here, they patched it up, so there was probably cabinets that were hanging above here. So taking that down again makes it have this open field, and then they just put this countertop here. So even though, you know, the pictures, this is a classic example of the pictures looking a lot better than the property in person. So, you know, even though, you know, I mentioned that this will probably go over, it's more because of the location, square footage, and the number of rooms, not necessarily the finishes, because even though this has been updated recently, you know, there's still some work that needs to be done, and right here in the kitchen cabinets is an example of that. You'll need to refinish these or replace the cabinets, and then the appliances are fairly old. There is a little bit of a pet smell in here. So the last, let's see, when we were at, I may have mentioned it, but the Carmelo, that had a smell. That was more or less rotting smell slash mold. Here it's a pet smell, but this appears to be the original hardwood floors, and they're in good condition. So first room, this one is dark. Yeah, this overhang here in the front is preventing it from getting any kind of natural light. So you know, this room is probably the smallest room of the four. So bedroom number one. Here we have the first full bathroom. Again, this has been updated at some point. It's just now dated, most likely in the late 90s or early 2000s. Shower stall. So that's full bathroom number one, and then bedroom number two. This one's a little bit larger. This one will get a little bit of light, natural light, as you can see right now, because it doesn't have an overhang obstructing the light. So bedroom number two, the closet, and there's the crawl space. And then let's check this closet. Okay, so simple. And then bedroom number three, actually I take that back. This is the smallest room here. And here you can see there's some issues with a little bit of movement. So again, this is kind of, as I've explained in other videos, you don't want to see diagonal cracks, which means the house is definitely shifting. It's clear that there's shifting happening, but here you can see there are straight lines, and so they're most likely following the seams of the drywall and the ceiling boards. Sometimes that could be just due to the temperature changes, but this is pretty severe. And you can see they've tried to patch it over the years a few times, so it keeps happening. So one thing that happens with severe temperature changes is that it contracts and expands. So they'll always reopen. Doesn't necessarily mean, again, the house is sliding down the hill or anything. But that's, you know, something to call out. The master bedroom is clearly the biggest room. And so when I say optimized for the bedrooms, the master is the one that's taking the most of it. So here again, okay, so now we see some of these diagonal cracks here. But again, as I mentioned, this is nowhere near as severe as Carmelo, but you know, we are up in here in the Walnut Heights area, so this is just going to be the case with homes in this area. So you've got another crack here along the seam. wall joints. Okay, so walk-in closet. And then this master has access to, oops, sorry, we'll take a look at the master bathroom. So this has been updated probably in the 90s as well, early 2000s. And this is probably an addition, which is also could be part of the cause for the cracks in the seams. Yeah, this is definitely an addition. So we'll go back, sorry, and take a look at this. Another, oh, so this is the toilet, okay. Okay, so from a lot standpoint, this is 11,000, so we've seen a couple now that are a lot larger, 33,000, 21,000. 11,000 is still pretty big, as you can see, so you got all this land to expand upon. So even though, you know, the house in general is livable the way it is, and the rooms are manageable. The master is probably the biggest one. You've got a potential here to expand quite a bit because you have this concrete patio area that could all be house, and then you have this whole yard here still, so you wouldn't necessarily lose a yard. There's nothing back here though, so it's pretty empty. There's some trees that have been cut down, so you know, kind of look at this as a blank canvas to, you know, either build a separate structure or just do some really nice landscaping. So there's a little shed out here, and you have this big tree. So overall, it does feel pretty private. You got greenery in addition to the fences, creating separation between your neighbors. Okay, and then we'll let's see. I didn't go to the garage yet, so. The garage is not accessible from inside of the house. You probably noticed that when we came into the front door. Let's see, real quick, I didn't check this door. Okay, so this is, you can make this into, this is the laundry room, sorry. So you got your laundry room right here. Oh, there's a bad crack. But again, this is an addition, which looks like they added this. So that's a bad diagonal crack. But this is your laundry area. Okay, and if this is most likely a closet too. Yeah. Okay, so as I mentioned, you have to, even though it's a attached garage, you have to exit it. So here we are, lastly at the garage, so pretty big crack here. Again, this is just part of the neighborhood. It's just the severity of it and how much the previous owner had tried to maintain it. Okay, so, you know, it's pretty tight. You could fit two, yeah, actually, no, this is a 2-car garage. Okay, so if you really wanted to, you could put a door into the house over on the other side here. Be kind of tight with the furnace, but, you know, somewhere along here you could connect into the house. But let me just check. We never really talked about how important that is, but nonetheless, nope, can't do that because those are the rooms. So really, the only way to connect is if you brought out this area a little bit, you know, close this area up, and then create the door on this side. Okay. All right, so Ray, I apologize for the delay in getting all these videos because it's going to take a while to upload, but I'll have those over to you as soon as possible. Okay, thanks. Bye.